In late 2025, the Vancouver Whitecaps exercised a major contract option, committing to a 36-year-old European veteran through the 2026 season. The deal establishes him as a $6 million designated player. The impact was immediate. Within months of his arrival, he led the franchise to a Canadian championship and a run to the MLS Cup final. Across his first 13 appearances, he produced a stat line of 9 goals and 4 assists. These numbers suggest he isn't treating North America as a final paycheck. By maintaining this level of production at 36, he is performing at a rate that few of the league's younger, more athletic imports can match. The player is Thomas Müller, and visually there is a clear dissonance between his physical appearance and his status as a global superstar. Müller lacks almost every trait associated with modern elite attackers. He isn't known for explosive pace, he rarely beats defenders with flashy dribbles, and he doesn't possess traditional athletic dominance. Yet this unassuming profile belongs to the most decorated German player in history. His trophy cabinet holds 35 titles, including a record 13 Bundesliga crowns. This creates the central mystery of his career. How has a player who appears so unathletic on paper managed to dominate European football for 15 years and then do the exact same thing in MLS? His legacy was built at Bayern Munich, where he spent 25 years amassing 743 appearances and 223 assists. Early on, coaches struggled to categorize him. He wasn't a traditional striker, he lacked the speed of a pure winger, and he didn't play like a classic number 10. To bypass these physical limitations, he defined his own role. He calls it the Raumdeuter, the space interpreter. The role is built on a specific philosophy. Instead of manipulating the ball, he manipulates geometry to exploit empty space. He times his entry for the exact moment a defender's attention shifts, appearing in dangerous areas completely unmarked. Rather than trying to beat defenders with speed, Müller engineered a way to weaponize his cognitive processing and his understanding of the pitch. This begins with constant scanning. Müller calculates the position of every teammate and opponent before the ball ever reaches his feet. This leads to what's known as a ghosting run, the ability to arrive late in the penalty area to anticipate loose balls while remaining in the defender's blind spot. He applies this same spatial logic defensively. He often acts as the trigger for the team's press, identifying the exact moment to force a turnover high up the pitch. Once the ball is won, he immediately converts that turnover into an instinctive pass, finding teammates before the opposition can reset their shape. The effectiveness of this spatial awareness is quantifiable. He once set a record with 21 assists in a single season. This skill set made him the ideal partner for traditional physical strikers. As defenders focused on the obvious threat, Müller operated in the gaps they left behind. His stats aren't the result of superior footwork. They are the result of a cognitive processing speed that allows him to play the game one frame ahead of everyone else. This explains why his transition to Vancouver was so seamless. The ability to interpret space is a tactical advantage that doesn't depend on the specific league or the continent. There is also a biological factor at play. Physical speed inevitably declines with age, but spatial anticipation and cognitive experience often sharpen as a player gets older. Müller is now focused on using that experience to challenge Inter Miami and target the 2026 MLS Cup. While former Bayern executives are already planning for his return to Germany in a leadership role, Müller's current focus remains entirely on pitch. His career suggests that physical speed is only one way to win. You don't need to be the fastest person on the pitch if you are consistently the first one to see where the space is going to open up.